Have you ever woken up in the morning, stepped out of bed, and felt that strange heaviness in your legs? As if they simply refused to wake up with the rest of your body? Maybe it's a dull ache in your calves, or your feet feel colder than usual. Sometimes there's a light tingling sensation that makes you pause for a moment before taking your first steps of the day. Many people, especially after the age of 60, quietly accept these signs as a normal part of getting older. But what if these early morning sensations are actually your body trying to tell you something important about your circulation? During my years working as a surgeon, I've spoken with hundreds of patients who shared a similar story. They noticed their legs felt heavy in the morning, their ankles swelled by evening, and walking long distances slowly became more difficult than it once was. Almost all of them believed it was simply aging. But poor circulation in the legs rarely appears overnight. It develops slowly, quietly, often starting with small warning signs that are easy to ignore. One patient I remember clearly was a 72-year-old man named Robert. He came to see me because his feet often felt numb and his legs seemed unusually tired, even on days when he hadn't done much walking. When I asked him when the discomfort felt worst, he gave an answer I hear very often. He said, "Doctor, the strange thing is, it's worst in the morning, right after I wake up." That moment caught my attention, because the early hours of the day can tell us a lot about what's happening inside the body. When we talked more about his routine, he mentioned something that almost everyone shares. Every morning, before breakfast, before even leaving the kitchen, he drinks a cup of coffee. For millions of people, that morning coffee is more than a beverage, it's a daily ritual. It wakes the mind, warms the body, and signals the beginning of a new day. But very few people realize that what you add to that coffee can quietly influence your circulation. In recent years, many doctors and vascular specialists have started paying attention to a simple habit that may help people struggling with sluggish blood flow, especially in the legs. It's not an expensive supplement, not a complicated diet, and not a difficult exercise routine. It's a small, natural addition that can fit easily into the coffee you're already drinking every morning. Now, I want to be clear about something important. Healthy circulation is never about a single miracle solution. Your blood vessels respond to many things: movement, hydration, nutrition, and lifestyle habits. But certain natural ingredients contain compounds that gently support the widening of blood vessels and encourage smoother blood flow through the body. When used consistently, even small daily habits can begin to make a noticeable difference. In this video, I'm going to explain why circulation in the legs often becomes weaker as we age, why mornings are a critical time for supporting healthy blood flow, and why some common coffee habits may actually be making the problem worse without people realizing it. Most importantly, I'll reveal the one simple thing many specialists quietly recommend adding in the morning: coffee to help support better circulation. If your legs often feel heavy, if your feet stay cold longer than they used to, or if walking sometimes feels more tiring than it should, then what you're about to learn could change the way you start your mornings. Because sometimes improving circulation doesn't begin with something complicated. It begins with a small change in the very first cup you drink each day. Type continue for the next part. When we talk about circulation, most people imagine the heart doing all the work. And it's true, the heart is an incredible pump. Every minute of your life, it pushes blood through nearly 60,000 miles of blood vessels in your body. But here's something many people don't realize. The heart alone cannot do this job efficiently, without help from the blood vessels themselves. Those vessels must remain flexible, open, and responsive. And as we age, that flexibility slowly begins to change. Inside healthy arteries, the inner lining called the endothelium acts almost like a smooth highway for blood to travel through. It releases natural chemicals that allow the vessels to relax and widen when more blood is needed. This widening is especially important for the legs because gravity constantly works against circulation there. Your body has to push blood down to your feet and then bring it all the way back up again. When those vessels lose flexibility, the blood flow slows down, and that's when many people start noticing cold feet, leg fatigue, or swelling around the ankles. Now here's where your morning routine becomes more important than most people think. During the night, while you're sleeping, circulation naturally slows down. Your body is resting, your muscles aren't moving much, and blood flow to the legs becomes slightly reduced. When you wake up, the body needs a gentle signal to restart strong circulation again. Movement helps, hydration helps, and interestingly, certain natural compounds can help the blood vessels open up more easily. Coffee itself already contains antioxidants and compounds that stimulate the nervous system. In moderation, coffee can actually encourage blood flow by gently increasing heart activity and alertness. But the real secret many vascular specialists discuss isn't the coffee alone. It's what can be added to it, something very simple that contains natural anti-inflammatory and circulation-supporting compounds. That ingredient is cinnamon. Cinnamon may look like nothing more than a warm, comforting spice sitting quietly on a kitchen shelf, but inside that small pinch of powder are powerful plant compounds known as polyphenols. These compounds have been studied for their ability to support healthy blood vessel function. Some research suggests they help the inner lining of arteries relax slightly, allowing blood to move more smoothly through the body. In practical terms, that means better blood flow reaching the legs and feet. I remember another patient, Margaret, who was in her late 60s. She often complained that her feet felt icy cold in the mornings, even when the room temperature was comfortable. She told me she wore thick socks around the house, yet the cold sensation remained. We spoke about her daily habits, and I suggested something simple, adding a small pinch of cinnamon to her morning coffee, instead of extra sugar or flavored creamers. A few weeks later, she returned with a smile that surprised me. She said, "Doctor, I don't know if it's my imagination, but my feet don't feel as cold when I wake up." Now, of course, no single ingredient changes the entire circulatory system overnight. But small supportive habits, repeated daily, often begin to nudge the body in the right direction. Another reason cinnamon can be helpful is its potential role in supporting stable blood sugar levels. When blood sugar spikes and crashes frequently, it can damage blood vessels over time and contribute to poor circulation. Many people who add large amounts of sugar or sweet syrups to their coffee unknowingly create the opposite effect. They place more stress on the very vessels they're trying to protect. By replacing excess sugar with a small amount of cinnamon, some people naturally reduce those blood sugar spikes while also gaining the benefits of its antioxidant compounds. It's a small shift, but over weeks and months, the body often responds positively to these subtle improvements. Now, before you rush to your kitchen, there's something important you should understand. Not all cinnamon is exactly the same, and the amount matters more than people think. Too much of anything, even a natural spice, is not helpful. In fact, the goal is not to overwhelm the body, but to gently support it. In the next part, I'm going to show you the best way to use this simple addition in your morning coffee, the amount that tends to work best, and the common mistakes many people make that can actually cancel out the benefits. I'll also share a few small daily habits that dramatically improve leg circulation when combined with this simple morning routine. The good news is that improving leg circulation doesn't have to be complicated, and it doesn't require expensive gadgets or long hours at the gym. One of the simplest ways to start is by using your morning coffee as a small tool for better circulation. A tiny pinch of cinnamon stirred into your cup, no sugar. No heavy cream, can give your blood vessels a gentle nudge, encouraging smoother blood flow to your legs. Consistency is key. Just like any habit, repeating it daily allows your body to respond slowly but steadily, creating a foundation for healthier circulation over time. But coffee alone isn't enough. Movement throughout the day is crucial. Even light activities like walking around the house, gentle stretching, or short morning exercises help push blood back up from the legs toward the heart. Simple calf raises, ankle circles, or standing on your toes for a minute or two can make a huge difference. Many seniors overlook these small actions, yet they're among the most effective ways to prevent stiffness, swelling, and the slow fatigue that comes with poor circulation. Hydration is another silent supporter of healthy blood flow. Dehydration thickens the blood slightly, making it harder for your heart to pump efficiently. Drinking water before or alongside your morning coffee can help keep your blood flowing more freely. Combined with light movement and your cinnamon-enhanced coffee, this small ritual becomes a powerful trio for supporting leg circulation. Diet also plays a role. Foods rich in antioxidants like berries, leafy greens, and certain nuts help protect blood vessels from damage. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fish or flaxseed can reduce inflammation and improve vessel flexibility. On the other hand, excess sugar, processed foods, and too much salt can worsen circulation problems over time. Pairing the right foods with your morning routine reinforces the benefits you're creating with just a few simple steps. Many people also make the mistake of sitting or standing in the same position for long periods. Even small shifts like standing up every 30 minutes, walking a short distance, or doing a few stretches can prevent blood from pooling in the lower legs. This is particularly important if you spend most of your day at a desk or watching TV. Tiny interruptions to long periods of inactivity are far more effective than occasional long walks. Footwear matters too. Shoes that fit well and don't restrict blood flow help circulation in the legs and feet. Avoid tight socks or shoes that pinch, especially in the morning. This small adjustment can reduce numbness, swelling, and that heavy, tired feeling that often starts your day off on the wrong foot. Finally, patience is essential. Circulation doesn't improve overnight, but small, consistent actions like your morning coffee ritual, movement, hydration, and healthy diet choices create a cumulative effect. Over weeks and months, many people notice their legs feel lighter, their feet warmer, and walking becomes less tiring. These small, daily habits quietly restore the health your circulatory system deserves. By combining these practical steps with that simple addition to your morning coffee, you're giving your body a chance to start each day with better circulation, energy, and comfort. You don't need extreme measures, expensive equipment, or complicated routines, just a few thoughtful habits done consistently. Now imagine waking up in the morning and feeling your legs light, your feet warm, and that familiar heaviness replaced by a subtle energy that carries you through your first steps. This isn't just a dream, it's the result of giving your body the small, consistent support it needs every day. You've already learned that poor circulation doesn't appear suddenly, and it isn't always about illness or age alone. Often, it's the quiet habits we repeat daily, what we eat, how we move, even what we add to our coffee that either harm or help our bodies. Think back to Robert, the gentleman I mentioned earlier. His legs were tired, his feet cold, and he had quietly accepted it as part of life. Yet after consistently adding that simple pinch of cinnamon to his morning coffee, staying hydrated, and moving his legs with light daily exercises, he noticed a transformation. His walks became easier, the morning numbness faded, and he regained a level of comfort he hadn't felt in years. Margaret experienced something similar. Small steps, repeated every day, led to noticeable improvement, not overnight, but steadily and reliably. This is the power of small, consistent change. You don't need to overhaul your life, take dozens of supplements, or commit to exhausting exercise routines. The combination of mindful habits, movement, hydration, healthy nutrition, and that tiny daily ritual with your coffee creates a ripple effect. Your blood vessels become healthier, your legs feel lighter, and your overall energy improves. And the emotional impact is profound. The confidence to move without hesitation, the relief of knowing your body is responding positively, and the simple joy of feeling comfortable in your own skin. It's also worth remembering that circulation isn't just about legs, it affects your overall health. When blood flows smoothly, tissues get the oxygen and nutrients they need. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard. Swelling, numbness, and fatigue decrease. Even your mood and energy can benefit, because your body is functioning more efficiently. In other words, supporting circulation is an act of self-care that touches nearly every part of your life. I want you to feel encouraged. Small changes, done consistently, can make a meaningful difference. Adding cinnamon to your morning coffee, moving your legs gently, drinking water, and choosing circulation-friendly foods might seem minor, but combined, they empower your body to perform better and feel better every single day. It's about creating a sustainable, simple routine that supports your health not just for weeks, but for years to come. So today, take that first step. Make your morning coffee with intention. Stir in that tiny pinch of cinnamon. Move your legs, hydrate, and nourish your body with the choices that support circulation. Over time, you'll notice the subtle shifts that turn into real, lasting change. Your legs will feel lighter, your feet warmer, and your mornings more energized. And all of this begins with one mindful cup, one small decision repeated every day. If this video helped you understand how simple habits can improve leg circulation, take a moment to like this video, subscribe for more health tips, and share your experiences in the comments. Your small daily choices truly have the power to transform your health, and starting today, your mornings can become a celebration of stronger, healthier legs.